Another day, another push workout. And today we have two goals. One is to get some planche presses in me. The other one is to get a diabolical chest pump. And we're gonna keep it simple, because you don't have to make things complicated. People ask me like all the time, like, for example, how did you get the planche? What's the perfect exercise for the planche? And I'm like, well, you don't have to make it hard. If you wanna get the planche, do the planche. And if you come to planche, do lean planche. You can start with that. Basically, like, to get good at something, you have to do that something. If you want to get good at planche, you can't not do planche and expect to get better. So basically, if you're doing an exercise that has planche in the name, it will help you. If you're doing an exercise that does not have planche in the name, it might help you get stronger, but it will not directly get you the planche. So, to get started with the planche, if you start, for example, from lean planche, which is the easiest version, you start from there. You have planche push-ups, you have planche presses, you have planche holds. You can do those three, and those are basically your main exercises. You don't need anything more than that. Those can make up like 80% of your training. And if you just keep hammering away, like looking for little PRs. Oh, today I did 20 push-ups in my training in total, or I did 20 seconds of hold in my training in total. Those are small little PRs that you can look for all the time. And before you know it, like those little lean planche PRs will turn into tuck planche PRs. Today I did my first tuck planche hold. Today I did 5 seconds of tuck planche hold. Wow, that's amazing, right? It's not a full planche yet, but you can't expect to go in the full planche like at once. So you just have to keep aiming for those little PRs. And then the tuck planche PRs, they turn into advanced tuck, they turn into one-legged planche, they turn into straddle planche. And before you know it, you're at the full planche. But the most important part is to enjoy the process, keep it simple, and you're gonna get gains. So for me, what I'm gonna do today is, well, basically the same as what you would do starting out on the planche. I'm gonna aim for some little PRs. And in my case, that's like the planche hold or the planche press. Like, I started training full planche without any help again a couple of trainings ago, and at the moment my best presses amount in one training is, for example, 11. If I do 6 sets of 2 today, that's 12. That's a little PR. Or if I do some more holds, I believe like the most hold I did for now is like 16 seconds in one training, unassisted. So if I aim for 20, that's perfect. So every now and then you just have to, look back at your training, see, hey, what did I do before? Can I beat that? And if you just keep beating what you did before, well, you're gonna get stronger, right? That's a given. So anyway, I'm gonna keep warming up and then, do the planche. And then afterwards, we're gonna get some good chest pump as well. Okay, I did 5 seconds hold, 2 presses. Probably not the best form, but now I'm gonna look back at the video, try to adjust in the next 2 sets, and see how many I can do. Okay, that was the last set of presses. I managed to do 4 sets, kind of with a 5 seconds hold, and then 2 presses. And then the last 2 sets I did just 2 presses, and that was it. So I did 20 seconds of hold today, and I did 12 presses. It's more than last time, while I'm feeling fucking tired, to be honest. So, not too shabby in my opinion. And that's just how you keep going, you know? Bit by bit, add some volume, add some things you can do, try some things you couldn't do before, and before you know it, you've gone stronger. Of course, there are times that you have to step back, you know, work on the form as well, which is my issue because I always bend my arms, but you know, if you focus on getting stronger and then cleaning up your stuff, I think you're good to go. Just start from lean planche and you'll get to full planche before you know it. So what I'll try now, I'm not gonna move to the chest pump yet. I wanna try one more thing. I wanna try and get some push-ups in the full planche. Last time I tried as well, didn't go as well as expected. And I'm tired now, but I kind of feel like if I concentrate, I can do it. So I'm gonna try it and then we'll just see how it goes. Yes! Whew. All right, that's enough. Let's get a massive chest pump. Okay, so you might have noticed my planche volume today is a bit less than what it usually is, or what I usually try to do. Now, the reason for that is that I'm still being haunted by the squats I did on Tuesday. And it's fucking Friday. Like, I still, like, when I go for a run, I'm so slow and sluggish. It's insane. So, those squats really had an effect. And they not only have an effect on my legs, but also on my entire body, you know? It's just a given. One part of your body is extremely tired. Your nervous system is tired as well. And it affects the rest of your body, basically. So what I'm going to do today is basically using lightweight, aka my body weight, which I have to get more fat, but you know, I'm going to use my body weight, do some dips and push-ups to get a diabolical chest pump. A chest pump that will be investigated in the future by aliens when they come to our planet when we have died out. So what I'm going to do is I have like a timer running every 3 seconds. It's like does that, it makes a noise. And basically I will spend all my time at the bottom, and every time it sounds, I will go poop, dip, and I will go back down, and I will spend the remaining time of basically the dip there. So this will really activate my chest, and I'm gonna do this for 20 reps. So the set will take 1 minute basically. I have a timer set every 3 minutes, so I will do one set every 3 minutes. Basically my rest time is 2 minutes. And this way, you know, I'm not doing to my max from the start, but I'm building up fatigue as we go. So I will do this for the for the dips. Then if I can't do it anymore, I will go to the push-ups. And basically fatigue will build up and build up and build up. And because the fatigue is accumulating, you know, it will lead me to the most insane chest pump that I've ever had. Hopefully. So I'm gonna just start my set and get going. Whew! I feel the burn already. But this is very nice. It's actually, I was thinking this during the set. I don't even remember the last time I properly did dips without any weight. I just feel like a feather now, especially since I did those 60 kilos last time. It's like, boop, and I'm just up. So this is quite fun. All right, I'm gonna do the remaining sets. We'll see how many we can get. I hope 3 at least, but we'll see. All right. Whew. This was set number 3. Whew. I failed on rep number 12. This gets difficult way too fast. Holy shit. But my chest pump is getting better and better. Now I'm gonna move on to some push-ups. Maybe keep it to 15 reps so that I can do a bit more sets. But the same style basically. So get down, wait 3 seconds, 3 seconds, and go. Whew. 15 is already fucking difficult. Let's see for the next couple of sets. I'll do 3 sets of this as well, I believe. All right. Guys, you should have told me. I almost forgot to check the pump. You know, I don't often put as much emphasis on chest as I did today. Usually it's just planche and then a bit of chest at the end to get some blood flowing. But today, you know, I was still shot from leg day, so I didn't want to do any heavy stuff anyway. So today it was a perfect moment to get a good chest pump with some light work. I mean, I can feel my chest burning, you know. I feel like it's really, really well pumped. I'm happy with the result. And you know, the good thing about this training is, like, of course, the planche presses are heavy for me, you know, but after that, I basically only used my body weight, and I was like spending time at the bottom the entire time. This is like where the pressure on your chest comes from, you know. If you spend time here, this is where you basically make your chest bigger. So I spent so much time in that position, and just the accumulative damage, you know, the exhaustion piling up, that gives me a good pump. But at the same time, I'm not stressing anything, right? Because it's like science-based, I'll say. It's like, you know, putting focus on the stretch, like you know, the science-based lifters, to get, you know, good stretch, good hypertrophy related exercise, I guess. So I'm not really trashing it, you know. I didn't do like trash reps at the end of my sets. I just did like the pump feel good stuff. So these kind of things are like really good if you're feeling tired, you know, because even if like the burn is insane now, because I put emphasis on like the stretch, I didn't have to put as much effort as usual into getting that pump. So I'm gonna get good pump now, good blood flow, but at the same time I'm gonna be able to recover as well, you know, because I didn't do any heavy stuff. So, you know, I'm not against science-based lifting, you know. Sometimes I'll say like, oh, you have to trash as well, and you have to, you know, don't care about the form all the time. But, you know, in the end, it's not a black and white world, you know. We live in a gray area. So you can pick the best of both worlds. You can, you know, if you're feeling good, you can trash your stuff, you can go all out, balls to the walls, and then when you're done, when you're tired, you can do something like this, where you focus more on the way you activate your muscles and more on the pump. And by combining both of them, you know, you're going to get amazing results. So today, again, very happy with this chest pump. I don't know how to flex, but that's okay. So tomorrow, I mean, I think like tomorrow as well, I'm gonna feel my legs even until the next leg day. So that's going to be in 2 days. So tomorrow will be maybe a bit lighter as well, but we'll figure something out. Today was amazing, even though I was tired from the beginning. Like I mentioned this multiple times before. Even if you're tired, even if you have something going on, just training and figuring out a way will make you feel so much better. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment while my legs are recovering, and that's what I'll do tomorrow as well. See you then.